And today is the final episode of Food Safety Week. We're going to be talking about how much fun it is and how much we love what we do. Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of 5 food truck vending books, including Food Truck 101 and Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.
Imagine what's possible when learning doesn't get in the way of life. At Capella University, our game-changing FlexPath learning format lets you set your own deadlines so you can learn at a time and pace that works for you. It's an education you can tailor to your schedule. That means you don't have to put your life on hold to pursue your professional goals. Instead, enjoy learning your way and earn your degree without missing a beat. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Just talking about just the temperature records.
Yeah.
We did it, like I said, at Burger King a lot. Because of our volume, at the particular one that I had, we did survey a bunch of people. So from time to time, we get the person that would say, oh, I got sick, and, the usual thing.
Yeah.
One of them got to the point where the health inspector came in and said, Bill, we had a couple complaints. I need to check your record.
Yep.
And so, we start showing him the records, and he's going, there's nothing wrong here. Because,
Right.
we can show all the temperatures and everything. He says, we had 2 of them. You probably made somebody mad, and, they're taking it out.
It.
That kind of thing ends once you hand the food out, on that third party delivery. So even if you got the cameras and you're showing everything right before you pack it out, it still comes to, did that driver wash his hands?
Absolutely.
That's right. Just think about it. It's impossible. He goes to the restroom at the convenience store, washes his hands. He is diligent. He walks out to get into his car. And what are you supposed to do in a restaurant before you resume your work?
Yep. Go back to the hand washing station. Yep. Nobody else has. Yeah. Yep.
And we're allowing people to take our food.
Yeah. We hopefully just touching the bag. Yeah. We want to bag it up. I mean, triple bag it if you need to. Yeah. I mean,
exactly.
I think that's going to be the best thing, is just to have, it's in a container, if you got it in your foam container, it's wrapped in foil in the dome container, napkins on top of it, in a t-shirt bag, the tea bag that is now, tied up. And hopefully that's how it's received. And we can just, even if he's wiping his nose with his hand, he's still on touching the outside of that bag. Or
and then hopefully
smoking in his car. I mean, there's a million things. You're right. Once, out of sight, out of mind is a scary thought. So obviously COVID, there was that big peak of the delivery services. The trend is showing it is cooling off. And I would take an educated guess at that. That's why, that it's, it's a lot more expensive for the customer. And a lot of people are getting back to those pre-pandemic sales where it's not worth taking a 20 or 30% cut just so somebody orders on an app rather than calling you up. So but that, for the food safety side, that is very, very valid concerns there. And I mean, all you can say is just overkill, be overcautious is what I would do. I have not used one with my food truck, but there's certainly 2 or 3 within a mile radius of me that are open 7 days a week. Yeah. That's probably what I would do. I would, if you got your cameras outside or you got your cell phone, just take pictures before it goes out, and just at least you can prove that's what it looked like before it left.
The documentation is going to be paramount, because it will. It's tedious.
It's going to happen,
but it's going to save you money for sure. At some point, it will come to benefit you.
Even if someone just said they didn't get it, that's not what they ordered. They messed up my order. You messed up my order. No, this is what went out at the window. They mixed up, call them up. So whether maybe, like I said, maybe not even food safety related, just business wise, there's gonna be a time where it comes in handy, that documentation, because it's gonna be word against word if not.
Yeah, exactly. And there are so many places now that actually are refusing to give their food to a third party person.
Yeah,
we went to a restaurant this week that had on the door, we will not give it to DoorDash and Uber Eats, and they listed them all. It's like, nope.
And it's probably why something, some kind of dispute happened.
Yeah.
And it could be just simple as I didn't get what I ordered, or it could be I got sick. Yeah. Neither one. We don't want to hear either one. We don't want to deal with it. We got enough going on.
Exactly. We have enough problems as it is. We certainly don't want to deal with any more. All right. Well, we've been talking a long time.
Hey, Yeah.
But it's been great. I love it. I definitely appreciate your time.
Yeah. Well, it intertwines. I think that's just what we got to connect. Don't make them separate. Don't make business and food safety separate. That inspector's not out to get us. That, it's going to, there's definitely the data backs up that the better the standards, the overall better the grades, I would say, easy way to say, just, the better performers are going to have better business. It just goes hand in hand, whether it can be directly linked to that they go, it may not there, but the correlation is there one way or the other. You can connect the dots how you want, but it's, or anybody listening, of course, but it usually goes more times than not. You're taking, it's clean, where stuff's at, your weight. When you're keeping stuff in check and documenting it, your waste goes way down. Yes. Your profits are going to go way up. It is business. It is part of business. It makes great business sense to keep everything. You're not wasting. You're not forgetting where something's at. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Everything stayed safe. You did first in, first out. So you're not having, it's all that stuff that the food safety teaches actually goes really well hand in hand with just really good business profitability.
Yes. So. And I think we probably should focus more on that when we're talking to people just in general about food safety.
Yeah.
It's going to help you make more money.
Because that's what we're here for. I got to remind myself that a lot of times when we're all business folks here that's in this discussion. So if you can ever get to the point where you get to step away while some employees handle it, or get to run it for you while you step away some days or some evenings, then you really want to make sure those systems are in place, not just because you don't want to get a bad PR nightmare. You just want to make sure everything's you can go in and know where everything's at, know what was used, your inventory's in check, easy to look at your COGS and your all that good stuff, and know that everything was done efficiently. And then you can open that second and third truck. So
second and third one, and have you a fleet and let other people.
That's right. Because it is fun. We love it. So it's a great. It may feel like you're one of a million trucks right now, but I still think we're like in that pioneer stage of it. Yeah, it's still new. It's a new phenomenon. Yeah, it's like the tiny homes. I see a lot of these tiny homes. These building inspectors are having the same problem as half these health inspectors. Going, wait, what are you doing? I'm used to looking at a house. They're used to looking at restaurants. So don't get frustrated with them. Understand that this may be that inspector's first one. It may be their 100th one, but a lot of times it's not going to be something they look at every day and they permit. And definitely not one that they know exactly how to build from the ground up. If we're trying to call them every other week to check on it, there's a lot of unknown for them. And so just work with them. They work with us, and it's going to be great. Everybody's going to do great.
Yeah, that's really it. You're creating a win-win situation for everybody. Yeah. Make your life easy, make the inspector's life easy, and then make a whole bunch of money. Yeah. Make your guests satisfied.
And we're not telling. When I teach a lot of stuff, I say I'm not telling you anything new. You've been in a dirty restaurant. You've been in a dirty restroom at a restaurant, and how does it make you feel? Are you going back? Not unless it's the only place open. The next time you're going out and you're really hungry, we know what it is on the customer side. That's put yourself in the customer's shoes, and that will usually steer you in the right direction as well. So
that's key. Put yourself in the guest's shoes. And look at it from their perspective. Yeah. That'll make a world of difference in your operation if you just do that.
Oh, I had that the other day. Somebody, I was at a food truck because I try to support them when I'm not working it, or when I go around, go to breweries, have them all the time now. And I saw somebody had asked they needed an extra fork. And so somebody was on the line, and, they got their food, the buzzer went off. They came back and got their food, and they started walking away. Oh, you got, can I get an extra fork? I'm going to share it. And, someone that's just been sitting there cooking and taking money and all that, just grabbed just a fork and just handed it to them. And I thought, really no big deal. They grabbed it from the handle part. But I thought, but when you just take a second and go, what does it look like from the customer side? Yeah. 5 extra seconds, put it in that napkin or get some that are already pre-wrapped up. It might be a few extra dollars when you buy a case of them already wrapped up in the plastic wrap, but it looks a whole lot better going out that window. Yep. And then the food safety side of it, of course, it's a lot safer. But we can also, going back to the business side, it just looks better. You just put yourself in that shoe. Go. If you were asking for a fork at a food truck, do you just want them to just reach back and grab you one like you're sitting across the kitchen table at home? Probably not. So
just from the work standpoint alone, because I've worked with unwrapped as well as wrapped utensils. Yeah. If you get unwrapped ones, then you got to be careful on putting the handle up. And you know, you got to be careful how you touch. And it's like, I don't even want to mess with that. Just give me
Don't
one that's already pre-wrapped and be done with it.
You, when you're looking at it, you know, when you're buying it, if you're at the Restaurant Depot or Sam's, or you're ordering from the truck, you see that price difference jump out at you. But in the long run, it really is not going to.
It's not worth it.
The amount that get thrown away and get wasted when they're single service, will be offset. So,
and just the headache of the health inspector when they come in. You know, if one of them's turned the wrong direction,
they might as well. All of them might as well be. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Great. Well, thanks for all the work you're doing. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for helping me out with this, because I've not talked to anybody about food safety. So this has been
great. Yeah. Anytime you want. Yep. And if you want to, I know, like if you ever need to tag me in any post, you know, I'll like I said, I'll try to work on it, you know, as much as I can, be that sort of like Courtney's that resident insurance guru. I'll try to be, and you're pretty up to snuff too, though. So it seems like you handle it pretty well. But,
sometimes.
Sometimes you don't want to have to deal with it. Just tag Joe.
There you go.
you got a podcast to deal with. You don't have time to answer. So I'll try to help that, just to be part of that community. So
sounds great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, Bill.
See you out in the group. Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of 5 food truck vending books, including Food Truck 101 and Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.